Bottom boys.
Bottom boys, bottom boys, bottom boys, bottom boys, getting to the bottom of 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 the
boys. Hey, that was pretty good. I mean, sometimes all you have to do is take a step away. And then when you come back, you're fresh, you're clean. I mean, it was
harmonious.
It was solid. It was solid.
Yeah.
I was feeling the vibes.
I didn't mind it.
Hi. I'm your Snake Daddy, your former cheeseburger princess, your shitposter supreme Matt Keck. Alongside me is the light of my life,
Paul Marsupial Shields.
Paul Marsupial Shields. Paul, if
got a baby right here in my pouch.
If you don't know, Paul here is not a fan of the red panda. Big anti-red panda guy. So when we went to the St. Louis Zoo this past weekend, I made sure he had a proper chance to flip it off, let him know exactly what he thought. How do you feel about a red panda, Paul?
Yeah, piece of shit.
Yeah.
Piece of shit.
Mm-hmm.
Go check out the panda episode if you want to know how I really feel about the red pandas.
He went deep. He hates
I got
them.
deep in it.
He goes balls deep in the pandas. He does. Well, St. Louis was fun. We had a good time. We did the zoo. We did.
Hey, let's do some. Let's do some promos first.
Oh yeah. So coming up, this will probably drop right before my podcast talking about all my time with Wendy's. The Wendy's Twitter account. It's called Roast Me. The brief and unimportant history of the Wendy's Twitter account. I'm being a little pedantic there, but it's quick. 6 episodes. They're all like 15, 20 minutes, just talking about all the roast day stuff, all the Fortnite stuff, the mixtape, really everything I got to do while working on Wendy's. And the reason that's coming out is actually kind of the reason why we haven't been around for about a month. And that's because I got a new job. So I'm no longer the cheeseburger princess. I am simply your snake zaddy. And that's okay, I think.
Are you going to start cutting that?
I might have to cut the cheeseburger princess because I don't want to hang on to it too long. You know what I mean? Like, I've not gotten to talk about it, which is why I'm doing the podcast.
Oh, you're going through phases.
Yeah.
Because you had the snake. But you're not getting rid of that, though.
No, I'll keep the snake because
then you have a phase of the cheeseburger princess.
Yeah, so I'll need a new thing.
Now you're going into your new thing.
Yeah, something to put in between the snake and the shitposter supreme. I don't
need
know
levels.
what to. I mean, you got levels.
I don't know. I have a. This I was when I was little. I was pretty skinny little kid, and then I got a little chubby. Then I got skinny, and then
You're Oprah.
Oh fuck.
Yeah,
Paul
Oprah Shields.
Oh man!
And
now I just need those pills.
Yeah, now we just got to get the Ozempics. Once we're on Ozempics, it's over.
Oh man!
I mean, listen, it's been great getting trim, the au natural, but I'm ready for it. Give me the pill, baby. I'm ready for the easy way out.
I'm the Oprah of.
You're the Oprah
Independence,
of
Missouri.
Yeah, you are the Oprah.
Matt, look under your chair.
Bottom.
Look under your chair. You got a tag under there?
A tag.
Yeah, you want a car.
Oh,
free car.
I can't believe I got it. This is incredible. I got a car, and I got a car, and John Cena got a car, and Red Fox got a car.
You already have a car, right?
I have an SUV.
Okay, good. That's fine.
So that'll work.
Yeah, good. I didn't want to have to actually buy you a car.
I should probably get it fixed because I hit that deer when we went to Colorado. But
yeah.
I think I'm just gonna let it ride. Like,
it's
not.
Gives it personality.
It looks a little tough. Like, we're in.
So it doesn't look like every other one.
Well, and also that's true. There's a ton of these.
Mm-hmm.
It stands
so
out.
you can be identified easily.
Yeah, it's a little
in
scar.
A
it's like a birthmark. Yeah, that's what we'll tell them.
Don't use it as a
when
getaway
people ask it questions, it just tells them it fell down the stairs. My poor car. But it does help being in Independence. Like, it doesn't stand out. No one's gonna target the car that's all beat up. I can't even afford to fix it. There's nothing in there to steal. Come on.
That's the deal. Why fix it if you don't? I mean, if it's
running
running fine.
Yeah, it's running fine.
That's the deal.
Yeah. And now that I'm working from home, like, where am I going?
Mm-hmm.
Where am I going? St. Louis.
Who you trying to impress? It's not hurting nobody.
I ain't impressed.
Ain't no hurting nobody.
I've never impressed anyone in my life.
Yeah, exactly.
Another quick promo. I am filming my comedy special April 19th at the Rhino. You can still get some tickets now, rhinokc.com. And that is the other thing I've been working on this month. That's what I was doing before I came over here, actually, was working on them
material?
jokes, writing them jokes. Yeah, man.
Oh, man.
There's a section I was really building out because of my dad's 23andMe revelations. And let me tell you guys, what you will find out about my heritage is not what you think you will find out about my heritage. And it's not what I thought I would find out about my heritage. And I'm very excited to joke about it.
Are you Japanese?
I'm not, man. I wish I was. I wish I did have. I don't have any Asian. There's no Asian. I wish I had at least a little, so there could be like just some. Like I wish I had like just like a 0.5 Chinese, just so there was some way that maybe we were like 18th cousins or some shit. Yeah, 18th cousins twice removed. It'd be incredible. But unfortunately, I don't think. Well, we could be on the other side.
Oh yeah,
I could be.
Sure.
I could be related to you.
Oh yeah.
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah,
oh,
I'm only 50% Chinese.
The other half is friggin' white mutt just like me.
Yeah.
So
that's
weird. Like most of me.
The weird that the mutt part is the part that I have embraced the most instead of the part that's.
Well, it's because you get to run wild and free. There's no expectations on us mutts.
I guess.
We're them dirty kids, baby.
Because I didn't know any Asian people.
Well, that's true. You had no one to teach you.
Yeah.
They didn't. No one was there to show you the wonders.
Mm-hmm.
I'll teach you.
Man.
I don't know anything yet, but I'll learn.
I probably maybe I would have been like
John Cena
Buddhist
knows Mandarin. Ooh, I kind of want to go to a Buddhist temple actually. Mm-hmm. How do you think Buddhists feel about pets?
Oh man, I think I do. Well, we had that one deal where they. Oh no, that's not pets. That's humans. Sorry, the burials when we did the burials.
They did.
But that's just humans, and they feed them to their pets, which are
they do,
vultures. But I don't know that those are their pets.
Yeah, I mean,
they keep feeding them.
Yeah, they're feeding them. So I mean, they've got a pet relationship. I feel like.
Yeah.
I mean, what does define a pet? At what level is it a pet? Like, if you have a koi pond outside, the koi are your pets, right?
Yeah. See, I
guess
you would
it depends
assume
on if
pets
you...
in the name, right? Where did that come from? Where did pet come from? I wonder when it was first used. We should have done some research. I guess before this.
That's true. I should have looked up where the etymology of the word came from. I was assuming pet actually came from the action.
Yeah,
like petting, right? And
right.
So
but
then we have what, like snakes and shit. No
fish. You can't pet
no one's
fish.
petting a. I have seen someone pet a puffer fish.
Oh, really?
You should look up these videos. There's like.
Are they poisonous?
Yes, but if their quills aren't out, they won't sting you.
Oh,
so like when they're just regular bodied.
That's a good idea. Yeah,
like
good chance. Yeah, well, why don't we just tempt it? Okay.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of like tickling a little.
That's what happened to the crocodile hunter.
That was a stingray. I've touched those too.
I'm sure he was like, oh, when it's not freaking stinging. It's okay to pet.
I mean, but that's what the zoos still do. It's so wild. Like we're just all out here just petting this loaded gun that took out our man, Steve, R.I.P.
So we're going over pets today.
We're talking about pets. We are talking about pets. How do you feel about pets in general? How do you you a pet guy, Paul? I mean, I know, but
yeah, no, Matt, I'm not okay, if you don't like animals, you're just a shitty person.
Well, sure, right? They're just too pure. There's nothing bad about them.
But I am not a. I mean, this. Maybe I'm not. I don't think I've told this story on
here
any of the podcasts yet.
Probably not.
Or not the goat story.
I don't think you've told the goat story. I know we've talked about goats, but.
Yeah. Well, when I was, I don't know, 6th grade, I was to my chubby. I was the skinny kid, then got the chubby. That was a chubby phase.
Like that pre-puberty, like right about to hit puberty, so you start putting on a little extra baby weight.
Yeah, I was in my chubby phase, and then my mom. I should start doing some kind of like therapy or something, because I mention my mom a lot.
But maybe this is the therapy.
I guess so.
It could be. I don't know.
I guess so.
It depends on if you feel okay about it.
I mean, yeah, I'm good with it.
Yeah, but then you're fine.
I came out okay, I think.
Yeah, I feel like you're doing okay.
Yeah,
for the most part.
Yeah. Maybe it was because of her. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe she just did. Maybe she did exactly
maybe
what
she was
you
like,
needed.
I'm gonna fuck him up so bad
that he'll turn out great. It's like modern art. You have to keep fucking it up until it turns out good.
I just threw some shit on there. And then I'm going to fucking gaslight you into thinking that's art right there.
Okay, so you're...
Okay, sorry.
No,
I got
but
chubby.
you're 6th grade.
So I was chubby, right?
Mm-hmm.
I was chubby. And my mom, which is really weird, because there was never any other period in time when she had this, but she had a gym membership.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, she didn't seem like a super gym person.
Nope, she's not a super gym person. She literally carries a carton of cigarettes, and she would carry a big, one of those big diaper bag purses, just so she could fit a carton of cigarettes in there.
What did she smoke?
Marlboro 100s.
Were they reds?
Not reds.
The gold ones?
Long ones, yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
I don't know if you get more out of those or not. There's a lot more filter, I think, right?
I think so.
I don't know. I wish I could smoke. I suck at smoking.
I've never been much of a cigarette guy either. It makes me throw up, but...
Yeah. But... So, it was really weird that there was a point in time that she had a gym membership. But I was very excited. You know, I was in 6th grade. I was like, this seems like an adult thing. And she told me that if I lost 10 pounds... she would get me a membership in the gym, which I don't even know if that they even give memberships to 6th graders or not.
That logic is so backwards, though. Like, you're chubby, you want to go to the gym to help you lose weight, and she's not going to let you go until you already lose a whole... 10 pounds is not a small amount for a young kid.
Oh, no. I'm going to get a picture. I'll freaking put it up, because I got a picture of me in a yearbook where you can see I'm the chubby kid, and it's not that chubby. Right. And you're like, man, 10 pounds is this kid's gonna be friggin'.
Where's the 10 pounds gonna come from?
Yeah. And if I do lose 10
from that
pounds,
hog, it's gonna have to come from the hog. That's where all that weight is.
I don't even need a gym if I've already lost 10 pounds. I'm doing something.
Right. You've already lost the weight at that point.
So I
Did you lose it?
Yeah. I didn't eat lunch for like 2 months.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, so I was at I'd be at school and be like in the corner at the outside, not even in the teachers come up. Why? Hey, there's the free food thing where you can eat peanut butter and celery or whatever. You're like, no, I don't, and no need. I'm working on a gym membership here, lady. And anyway, my birthday came. Came my birthday. I was excited.
Did you?
I had lost the 10 pounds.
Ooh, okay.
I had lost the 10 pounds.
Weigh in.
And I was. It's probably the most excited I've been at a birthday.
Yeah.
And the one that I remember, I don't remember any of my other birthdays.
Because this one you were looking forward to.
Yeah, I was excited. I was gonna get that gym membership. And then my mom comes in, and she goes, "Happy birthday!" And she brings in a goat. And I'm like,
they both start with G.
What happened to the gym membership? And she goes, I got rid of that months ago.
No.
But and it wasn't just a normal goat.
Okay.
It was a nanny goat, which...
So it's a lady goat.
Well, a nanny goat is it's a female goat that has had a kid.
Oh.
And so you have to milk it.
Yeah.
It's full of milk, and if you don't milk it, its boobs will like explode or something. And so I had to build this thing to put a goat in, and then
had you ever milked anything before this?
What? I not milked anything. I didn't even milk myself at that point.
Did you have anyone who could teach you how to milk?
You
had to figure it out yourself?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
My mom, I guess, had done it maybe because she kind of showed me a little bit, but I had to learn how to freaking milk this
the
goat.
Angles and...
Yeah, you got to freaking... It's this action, and it's bring it down. But, yeah, I had to learn how to milk the goat, build a thing to put the goat in, and then get up every morning before school and milk the thing so its boobs wouldn't explode. So I was getting up at I was getting up at like 5 o'clock in the morning to go out and have to milk this damn goat.
Jeez.
Yeah. And then
what happens after
the bad part about doing that, about getting up at 5 in the morning and going in, she just assumes, hey, he really likes milking goats. Pretty soon, you got a whole herd of damn goats. You're milking 10, 12 fucking goats in the morning. You're getting up at 3 o'clock. You're freaking going to school. They're calling you the smelly kid at school. And they're not even being quiet about it. You're just a smelly kid to your face at school. You're smelling like a goat. You're milking these goats. Anyway. I'm not the biggest fan of pets.
Was that your first pet?
My first pet, I milked. I milked my first pet.
Your first pet was the goat. It was the greatest of all
time.
I
mean, there was a couple dogs,
Sure,
yeah. Yeah.
I've never had to milk anything.
Well,
I have milked a cow, but I never had to.
I guess there's not that many people have. I guess maybe.
Oh yeah, probably
there's
not.
Probably a smaller percentage. Hey, there's a plus, I guess.
Yeah, bingo.
I've milked
that is a life experience.
But anyway, so my mom, as far as pets goes, and me liking animals, and that's it, she would do it all the time. She would want an animal, and she would just buy it and say, "Hey, here, this is for your birthday."
But it was because
you had to take care of
it.
Yeah, she got me a pigeon. What the fuck do I want a pigeon
for?
Where
do you get a pigeon?
At a fucking animal swap. Remember the animal swaps I talked about?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think she swapped a freaking chupacabra for a pigeon.
Oh man, I love that we live in a state with animal swaps and you can get a freaking pigeon.
Yeah, but then pretty soon you get a whole freaking deal of freaking pigeons.
That's
incredible. And I had to freaking go and milking goats. After you milk those goats, go freaking take care of all these freaking pigeons.
Did they fly like around outside, or
I had to build cages?
Yeah,
had to build cages. Otherwise, they would.
Were they like the ones that knew their way back home or anything, or are they just like New York street pigeons?
I don't know.
Me either.
I've never let any out to see if they come back.
Right.
I don't know if it's I think they're the homing pigeons are a certain kind, but
I bet so.
I don't know.
Man,
I don't know if all pigeons. I don't think all pigeons do that.
You've had awesome pets. You've had pigeons and goats. I mean, not awesome.
So
but
anyway, I guess so as far as pets go, animals go.
Yeah.
I've kind of got to learn kind of consider them more of a chore.
Sure. I mean, we heard that you had a possum that one time on a previous
She
episode.
did have yeah. My mom had so many animals that she would just say is yours so you could take care of it. And not knowing how to take care of them, I would have to figure it out somehow. And we didn't have freaking internet.
Mm-hmm.
I had to look at a book. How do you feed a possum? Hot dogs, I guess. I don't know.
You toss them in.
Friggin'.
He just wants a little meat.
So that's my deal.
A little tube of meat.
That marsupial. And I've got, and now, I wasn't before, but I got allergic.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I can't really have.
Yeah, I mean, there's
too many different pets.
Yeah, there's definitely like certain areas of my house where if it's like the cat's area where she spends a lot of time, like, yeah, it'll definitely affect your allergies quicker for sure. Obviously, I have some pets. I got 2 old ones that I've had for freaking ever. I got a puggle named Meatloaf. I think he's 14 this year, which is absolutely stupid. And then I have an old cat named Nikki that I adopted when she was 12, thinking, she's probably got a couple years left. I'll give her a good end. She's like 19 now, and she's fine. She's probably going to live to be 100 years old.
Oh, yeah, she's great. I like her.
Yeah, she
comes around every once in a while. And
she walks in, says hey.
In there like a
little Garfield. She's just a fat little Garfield. She'll yell at me. I'll just pick her up and pet her for a while, put her back down. Great cat. I've been a pet guy most of my adult life. I didn't have a lot as a kid though. My dad wasn't much of a pet guy while I was growing up. Now he has a dog that he loves to death. But growing up, I didn't get one. I think I might have been like 6th grade when I got my first dog too. She was mostly my mom's dog, but like it was just a fast, like little wiry thing. She
What's
was
her
cool.
name?
Brittany.
That's Brittany, bitch.
It's Brittany,
Literal
bitch. It's Brittany, bitch. It wasn't Brittany, bitch. She was like part Cocker Spaniel or part Brittany Spaniel. I don't know what she was, but she was ugly. She was all right. She's a cute dog. Before I had Tamagotchis, tons of Tamagotchis.
How'd you do those? They live nicely?
Like most of them died. I had that Pikachu that when you walked, it would like charge up and count your steps or whatever. My Pikachu's lived for a long time. I had a cat. Did you ever have the animal dies and the parent has to explain to you what happened and why the animal's gone thing, like a sitcom, or did she just tell you they're dead?
No, they would. Okay, she had so many animals.
Yeah.
That it was just a natural.
It was just
bloodbath.
Sometimes.
Yeah, she got a ferret once, and I mean, we had like exotic things that I don't think she should even owned.
Like things that probably are like illegal.
Only
to have.
things you can only get at a Missouri animal swap. Yeah, and it like got out of its cage and went and ate all the ducklings.
Jeez.
Yeah, so they're all duckling
Blood
carcasses and things everywhere.
Jeez.
Yeah.
That's brutal.
And the ferret was just laying on his back, just rubbing its tummy.
Just like, hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah, brother. You got to get in on these ducks.
Yeah. Yeah, so, I mean, I think if you have that many animals, and she didn't raise them for, like...
Any real reason?
No.
Just to have them.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah. She would make... she would try to make stuff out of them. Won't eat any goat or eat any goat milk. Anything with goat in it, I'm not going to
I'm not interested either. I'm not a fan.
Not good.
Not a fan.
Not a fan.
Mm-mm.
Not a fan.
I don't like lamb either.
But I do I like going to the zoo.
Yeah. Love the zoo.
We just went to the zoo.
It was great.
St. Louis Zoo.
It was a pretty cool one.
Very nice zoo.
It's free. You just have to pay for
zoo.
parking, and I think that was only like $20. Easy.
And what was your favorite animal?
My favorite animal. You know, I was a little let down because the elephants were the short little hairy ones. I was looking forward to a big elephant, but they were still good. I'll tell you what it was. It was the rhino. It blew my mind. The rhino there was so big. It was so much
huge.
bigger than the ones that we have at the Kansas City Zoo.
Yeah.
And those are big too. But man, this thing, I mean, looked like a building
he was huge,
walking around.
gigantic.
It was crazy. Loved that thing.
Those elephants did that. One of them was pushing a freaking giant ball around.
That was pretty sick. That was
deal.
pretty sick, yeah. I was high because I took like one of those Grand Mega Pearls before we walked in. So a lot of it was excellent. But when we first walked in,
some animals weren't.
Yeah, they were just chilling.
Yeah, they weren't out.
You couldn't find them.
They weren't out. Like the bear.
Yeah.
I would like to see the grizzly.
I would have loved to see a grizzly. No, there was supposed to be, but it wasn't out. Yeah. I did see a grizzly when we went to Colorado. They're just so big and fat and lovely. I mean, I'm just a big bear guy. But when the eddy first hit...
You saw the bear just out? The grizzly just out?
In Colorado,
in the wild?
So we went to like a reserve where it was like a rescue.
Oh.
And so they had a bear that had been rescued there that was just this big old girl. And
what if you would have seen one out in the wild?
That would freak me out.
No shit.
I mean, if I lived after, I'd be pumped about it. But during the experience,
you'd been
I
like,
would not
what's
be
that?
pumped.
That's scat. Human scat.
That's my shit. That's my shit in my pants. Is running down my leg, brother. The baby orangutan.
Oh, yeah, that was great.
It was so adorable. You were getting some pretty good pics. You got that new phone.
Oh, yeah. That new
iPhone
15 Pro.
And then watching the dude spray the friggin' turtlebacks was great. Like, those turtles just stretching their shit out. Like, yeah, get me, brother. Spray it down. Get my cracks.
My favorite animal, just because I found it weird and I didn't know, because I didn't know this, but it was in one of the little cages, there's a frog, and it was called a marsupial frog. It was a marsupial frog, and I was like, what is this? A marsupial frog? I thought marsupials were mammals.
Yeah, me too.
I thought they were mammals.
I thought that was it, yeah.
Yeah, it's got a pouch, but it's like on their backs.
Whoa.
Yeah, where it keeps its eggs in their backs. Yeah, so I went, after that, I was like, this is real interesting, so I went and tried to look it up, and yes, marsupials are supposed to be mammals, apparently, on multiple definitions. But then when there are apparently there's amphibian ones. They just don't mention them they don't talk about them. They're like the weird cousins.
They're like, let's not talk about that weird mutation over there.
So if you try to freaking Google it and do some research on there, it's like, it's every time you look for like marsupials, it'll go, we're mammals. They have
They're burying our amphibian brothers.
Yeah. Which I think is, because they're not all, because some of them are most marsupials are the live birth, but some have eggs. Some do lay eggs.
Yeah.
Like the platypus
and the
stuff.
echidna lays an egg. Yep. There's at least 2. Yeah. I think there might be more.
So I guess that's the crossover.
It must be. That must be where the evolution happened.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm still perplexed, even after researching. Still perplexed by this marsupial frog.
I'm super
It's
perplexed.
my favorite animal now.
I love it.
Marsupial frog.
There was there was one that reminded me of all the Avatar animals, like how they have like turtle birds, turtle ducks, and all that shit. There was a friggin' pig-nosed turtle.
Oh yeah,
that turtle looked like a half pig, half turtle. There's a little there's this little baby froggy, and I had a little video of him, and he's just like had these pure black eyes, just a little fat guy, and he was just sitting there. I like that guy too. I like that guy too. Now, for you, do you consider like fish? Is a fish a pet? Is that where the line is? I think it's a pet.
I don't know, man.
If you're taking care of it regularly, maybe, right?
Yeah. Here's the thing with fish. Fish are like a pitcher.
Yeah.
That moves.
That's true.
That you watch, but you have to feed it or it won't be moving.
Yeah. That's true. It's like a lava lamp you have to feed.
Yeah, they're very calming, so I can't say they're not what? I don't know.
I guess it depends on if the pet knows they're a pet, maybe. Because I don't think my beta fish understood that he was my little fishbowl Baggins.
Yeah.
But I do think that there's some fish that understand, and some birds and stuff.
What's the purpose of
companionship?
What's
right?
the purpose of pets? Companionship?
I feel like it's companionship. Man's best friend is what they call the dog.
So you
right?
But
it also can be a tool.
And I don't mean to
be
negative.
I don't know if that's a pet though. Like if a tool.
Right, that's not a.
It's not a pet if it's
livestock.
That's not a pet. So I think it's companionship, right?
Right.
Animal companionship, which is interesting.
I guess
it's an interesting thought.
Why do you get something? Why would you get a companion that's gonna die before you?
I don't know. That's literally so tough. It sucks.
Yeah. Why do you put yourself through that? You know it's going to happen.
I know. And it's funny because it's like, because like I said, my animals are old, so I know it's coming.
Maybe it's so that they could, they're cute and fuzzy, but the parents are like, hey, this will teach them, so I don't have to teach them about death.
It could.
Why do you even have to? No,
because my dad lied.
That's even morbid.
I had like a little cat that we took home from the family farm that was sick, right?
Yeah.
And we were trying to feed it with a milk dropper. It died. But my dad drove away with it and was like, oh, yeah, no, there was this farm up here that I took it to that they said they could take care of it. To this day, I'm pretty sure he still lies about it. But, so some parents don't even let you learn about death then. They still try to cover it up.
Yeah. So what's the deal then?
I don't know.
And they always have the cat lady. Right?
Yeah.
There's always the cat lady.
There is this weird thing
12 cats.
There's this weird love that they feel that I feel like you can't get anywhere else. I don't know what it is, but
it's that they always like you.
Yeah,
no matter even
that's
if you
true.
look like
you can be a complete piece of shit.
You can look like an old.
You can be
cat
a
lady,
serial
and
killer.
They like you.
Actually, cats would probably love you if you were a serial
Jeffrey
killer.
Dahmer should have had a freaking.
He probably did have cats. I bet he was a cat guy.
Maybe if we could. I guess that's if there weren't any animals, we would have less serial killers.
Oh, yeah, that's true because they have to kill the animals.
They're always they're always.
That's where they start.
Torturing animals.
If
they can't get the animals.
But if there's no other animals, what do they eat? I guess it plants.
Need to quit. Yeah, exactly.
Let's just kill all the animals and eat all the plants.
Ooh,
did we just become vegan? I'm just kidding.
We still eat them.
Oh, good. We eat them on the way out.
Just don't pet them.
Yeah, just don't pet them.
We
just eat them.
Don't give them a name.
Love it.
Why? Hey, I got a question.
Yes.
Why do you think, like at the zoo, Lions, fucking huge.
Yeah.
Roaring. Just
that
freaking.
tiger was crazy.
Oh, yeah.
He was like my cat in the morning begging for food. It was wild.
Those cats, those wild felines are huge. But like the dogs, the wolves and stuff, not that big. Not very big. Why do you think it's kind of switched with domestic animals?
That is interesting, yeah. I mean, you get, like, a timber wolf's kind of big, but, like, with a dog, like, I don't know, you have dogs that are that same size.
Maybe it's the breeding thing.
You can
really
get, like, a Saint Bernard
cat.
and stuff. Yeah, maybe.
I don't know. I mean, because cats do not get even close to that big.
No, and maybe with dogs they breeded down from wolves, but with cats they breeded up from, like, a smaller thing.
Yeah, I guess. Maybe.
That's the only idea I have, because otherwise, you'd think you could get a big cat.
I asked you, which it should have been I
Hey,
should
Google,
have researched it.
Alexa.
There's a lot of stuff I should have researched on pets. You're coming here for pet information.
No, we're not. Yeah, this isn't for real information. This is for talking about pets aimlessly. But thinking about mid-sized cats, Amber's cousin had those 2 cats, and one of them, Tabby, she was basically a small puma. This cat was like this long. Yeah.
I never saw that thing. It never came out of the room.
Yeah, it didn't, but it was a big girl. I think there's some cats that do get kind of big, but they don't get like not like a Saint Bernard or a Mastiff type, Great Dane type big, but there's some that get, like, I've seen some Maine Coons.
Yeah, not even
like,
Labrador or something.
Right. But there's some you can find that are like, I think they're like 50-pound cats out there. I'm a pretty big cat.
Yeah.
I think my cat's only like 10.
That's a sack of feed.
Oh, that is a sack of feed for sure.
10 sacks of sugar. If they're 5-pound sacks.
Yeah, that's true. I had a bag of grass seed today, 16 pounds.
Ooh.
That's like 3 bags of those.
Nice.
Almost exact. Almost.
Nice.
Almost.
Do you like
I think
are you a dog guy or a cat guy?
So I can be both to some extent. I'm as long as my pets get along guy, I'm good. I think I prefer the dog. Like you've always said, if you want a box of shit in your house, get a cat. Yeah. That's your line, and I laugh every time I have to clean my cat's box because it's true. And I feel like cats suck because, like, if my dog has an accident, like, I can clean it up, and honestly, you can get rid of the smell pretty good and pretty easily.
Yeah, theirs is just
a cat is
pretty
just,
much
there's
ammonia.
so much ammonia smell that, like, if they and it sucks when they're old because they will have and so man, it takes a lot to get that out. But so I think I'm more of a dog guy, but I do love cats. They're so ornery.
I think it's tougher to like cats probably because they're more themselves, but also they're more nocturnal.
Yeah,
they do most of their stuff during the night when you're not.
Yeah,
doing shit.
She likes
when you're asleep.
Early morning, like sometimes because I wake up pretty early. I'll wake up at like 5, 6 a lot of times. So if it's still dark out, she's up and about. She loves if I wake up early, like loves that shit. Wants to go outside. Silly.
Oh, you know what? I've heard about those. They have these stories. Have you heard these stories about where they'll have a cat at a retirement home? And then the person that's the cat will be waiting at the bed. That's the next one that's going to die.
I think I saw that on a TV show. Maybe. Yeah.
And they're all. And I think it happens.
Oh yeah, no. It seems like it's a thing that like people talk about.
Cattle. Yeah. They say they're saying that it's because they are. They're looking to comfort them in their dying deal, but I think they're just waiting to eat their face.
I mean, I think that might be it. Yeah, I think they just are finding a food source. That's the scientific reason. I like to believe that maybe cats are magical creatures.
They're gonna eat your face.
They can see
if you're in a house and you die,
they're gonna eat
the cat's gonna eat your face.
They're gonna eat your fucking face. It's true. Sabrina the Teenage Witch's talking cat would eat her face. It's just how it's gonna happen. Salem would eat Sabrina's face.
Dogs will wait a while, I'm assuming. Probably.
They would wait till they
don't know, maybe not.
They'd wait a while.
Yeah.
My dog would not start eating me until he was so hungry there was no other choice. Like, I would probably have to start stinking in a different way. Because let me tell you, he won't bite me. Like, I'll put my hand in his mouth and be, please, will you please bite me? And he's like, Hey, look, I'm so mean. He's just the
I picture
best.
cats like at night when you're asleep. The cat's up there checking your pulse with their paws. Are they dead? They dead? Can I eat their face
yeah,
yet?
They just
Can I eat their face
They're
yet?
just standing on your
Just waiting
chest,
around to
looking.
eat your face.
They're little demons. they're little death spawns. And boy, they're adorable. They really are. They're little killing machines, little murder machines. And dogs are just little doofuses. They're little dumb drooly boys that love to run around. I think I've had. I only had like 4 dogs my whole life. Brittany, it's Brittany, bitch. Then I had my first puggle was Samuel L. Jackson, and his middle name, the L, stood for Lawrence of Arabia, so he was Samuel Lawrence of Arabia Jackson.
Okay.
Then I had my pug, Prince Cheese Whiz, which that was short for Princeton Cheesimus Wizard Akbar Voldemort Keck. And then I have Meatloaf, which is short for Meatloaf the Sailboat Captain. And then we got Nikki, and she was already named, but I have made that short for Nikolai Volkov. But I personally call her Nicholas. And I think when these ones are gone, I'm going to take a break. I'm going to do
Nikolai Volkov.
Oh yeah, he was so good. What a good. You will get crushed.
They're so bad.
Hulk
Yeah, kick their ass.
I will crush Hulk Hogan. I crush him. He was like the OG Miro. Yeah. I don't think I'm going to do a pet again for a while. I think I'm going to take a break. That way I can I can travel without worrying about it. Don't have to board them. Don't have to have someone come over.
Yeah, and you can go do what it's like.
Then you can do whatever. Yeah, and
kids.
Then eventually I'll get another dog. Eventually,
having a responsibility.
I've been thinking pug again. I think it's going to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, man. I can't let them go.
I
love them.
Yeah, they're cute.
I mean, some people I think they're adorable.
Yeah, who doesn't think they're cute?
So many people think they're ugly.
Really?
Oh yeah, they'll be they're so ugly, they're cute. And I'm like, no, they're just cute. They're just really fucking cute.
They snort around.
Oh man, the little piggies. Little puggy piggies.
What's the Oh man, I had a question and I forgot totally. Was
Oh yeah, I was over here riffing about pugs. My bad.
I'm sorry.
What's your favorite fictional pet?
Oh, my favorite fictional pet? Mogwais. Mogwais. I love a little cute little mogwai, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would. Ooh, okay. So if I dated a centaur, would she be half pet, half wife? If she was half pet, half wife, I'd date a centaur. If she's all wife, I'm out. I'm just kidding.
Which half is the centaur? Which half is the horse?
Or the back.
Oh, okay.
I feel like most of the time. I mean, we can try front half horse. I think that does happen sometimes. I've seen Ann Coulter. It's pretty monstrous, but
I wonder how.
just calling people horse faces.
It might take a bit to satisfy a centaur.
Yeah, there's no way I'm doing that.
Woman.
No centaur is ever settling for me. No. If I can get a magical creature
maybe you should stick with
I'll do a baby dragon.
Centipony. Centipony, like a littler one.
What am I even freaking talking about? I want a Pokemon. That's not even a question. I want a Pokemon. I want a Squirtle.
Yeah. Do they die?
Do Pokemon die?
Yeah. Do you kill them?
No.
I don't really watch Pokemon, so I don't know.
So they do die because when a Cubone, Cubone is one that wears a skull, and if you read the Pokédex, he's wearing his mother's skull, it says, which I don't know how that works because they all have the skull as soon as they're
I know
born,
you could do that. I would do that.
Oh man,
if I'd known.
That'd be pretty sick. You could if you joined a Swedish death metal band, that'd be just normal. That'd be accepted. There was a guy in a Swedish death metal band that committed suicide, and his bandmates literally made necklaces out of his skull pieces.
Really?
Yes, that's how fucked up that genre
How'd they get his
is.
skull?
I guess in Sweden you can just
hang it out.
Get a piece.
Yeah. They put out for bidding or just
clean it up and you're like, I guess I'm gonna keep this piece and stick it on a chain.
Jesus.
Talk about a freaking friendship necklace.
I think they made it up.
I mean, probably.
They made it up just to be.
Did you see Liquid Death's thing, though? I know this isn't pets, but did you see what they put out?
No, what?
So Elf Makeup and Liquid Death partnered up, and they put out death metal makeup that comes in a coffin, and it's the white and black makeup you put on for a Swedish. And it was
like the energy drink. liquid death?
Yeah, like the sparkling water. Or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah. Oh yeah, it's not an energy drink. It's
water or whatever. Yeah. And so they partnered with Elf and put out death metal makeup, like just as a little stunt. And it made me laugh.
Oh, so it's
much.
They're not really.
They're
just
selling
for the
it,
one product.
but like it's just a limited edition. Yeah, a limited edition one product, fun little like. Oh yeah, like how they do like palettes of movie like eyeshadows and stuff. But this is just white and black death metal makeup in a coffin. So good.
I remember what I was going to ask now.
Okay, let's do it.
How do you feel? What do you think about animals that people are like let's say like pit bulls?
Okay.
And people are like, it's not the animal, it's how you raise them.
So I'll be real, and I have a little bit of agreement with both sides of it, right? Mm-hmm. Because I have seen pit bulls raised by wonderful people that have been wonderful dogs. I lived with a pit bull for a while. She was a
I've seen some too.
She was an adorable dog. I loved her to death, but also it took one wrong step for my pug to get almost torn to shreds in a half a second.
Oh, yeah.
It was so quick and so violent. It's like, so I get it. I understand that it's like, it's not the animal, it's the person. But also there's capabilities that this animal has that other animals do not. And so you're working with a much more dangerous animal. I think it's fine to have someone own it and take care of it, but I think it's very dangerous and very selfish. To walk around with something that dangerous.
It's a gun.
I think
it's
they should.
Living gun.
It absolutely isn't. But like, yeah, an alive gun for me. And I'm not afraid of them, but I know people who are very afraid of them. And to me, it's like
you can't don't put your pit bull around your kids.
And it's like, for me, it's like, I get it if it was like a rescue or whatever else. I understand that they exist and there's people, but why are people breeding them? Why are we making more of them on purpose?
Pit bulls in general were bred
to be
fight,
weapons. They were bred to be weapons.
In pits, right?
Yes.
Isn't that where they get their name?
They were fighting bulls.
For fighting them in the pits.
Yes. And bulldogs were bred to fight bulls. And then the pit bull was in the pit. Yeah.
They're pit fighting.
Yeah.
So they're bred to have that. To be
they got the lockjaw from the bulldog, and then they got that muscular, lean body. Oh yeah, they're crazy.
Let's say don't invite a vampire into your house.
That's exactly right. Now that said, I don't want like a bunch of pit bull groups coming at me and saying like, "Oh my God, he's anti-pit bull." No, that's not what I'm saying.
You can come at me.
Yeah, but that's also not what I'm saying. Like, I'm not anti-pit bull. I actually loved the pit bull I lived with. I understand the circumstances. I think they're complicated. I just personally don't like being around pit bulls.
Yeah, you can't get mad at people that are
scared of guns.
Yeah, or people that are aggravated that or like if your dog's loose and you got this pit bull running around.
And that's the thing.
It's gonna scare them.
And that's the thing. It's like it's not the breed, it's the person. It's like, okay, I get that. So then, do we need to get a special license to have the breed, or what? Like, because if it's the person, well, then let's stop the person from having the thing that they shouldn't have. Yeah. How do we do that? How do we do that? I don't know.
License.
It's a complicated
You have
issue.
a license for a gun?
You do.
Maybe it's the same.
Well,
maybe
not
it's
in
the same
Missouri
deal.
anymore.
Well,
in Missouri, you could just have a bulldog and a gun. You can just give your bulldog a bulldog can buy a gun in Missouri.
Yeah, I guess so. Can you?
Mm-hmm.
They pass a law? Great. Awesome.
Oh, yeah, you can just get guns now.
God, that's awesome.
Yeah, we live in a wonderful place.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. So I'm sure.
Yeah, I think it's the same deal. Because I'm not against you having a gun.
Listen,
have a gun. I mean, I don't want you to have a gun necessarily.
But if you need it to feel special,
yeah.
That's
But
great.
what are you gonna do with it?
I don't know.
What are you doing with this gun? It's for
feeling
killing.
Safe. I'm feeling protected.
It's a thing to kill.
I might get a gun to shoot these pit bulls. I'm just kidding.
I've been. I was in the military for 12 years.
You were.
And before that, lived in the freaking woods, so I would go hunting.
Go hunting. Yeah.
Go hunting. Got hunting license. I know how to shoot. I've shot many guns, many different types of guns.
I'm good with hunting. Go shoot some deer.
And I am confident that I would not use that in any way, and I would be responsible with it.
You would still.
I'm confident with that. But you know what I am not confident with?
Everyone else.
Yeah, people I know, people that are like my good friends, just riding with them. They're on the road. All of a sudden, some guy they think cut them off. And they start pissing off. They start freaking road raging their ass, following them, freaking flipping them off. If they had a gun, they would have shot them.
Yeah, I know.
It's a person that, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, I do.
So I just don't trust you having that.
No, I'm with you. I don't trust me having it. I would prefer to live in a state where I can't get a gun. And I don't mean that in a sense that I would shoot someone with a gun. I wouldn't at all. It's not an anger thing. It's that I am on depression medication. Like, I'm on serious depression medication.
And if you think your mind's going to be in it,
I would rather be in a place where I just couldn't. And I've never thought, man, I need a gun. I'm going to shoot myself. I've never thought that. But if I've been in places where I could have thought that. Also, I've thought similar things to that. So being somewhere where you have access to that is not as good as being somewhere where you don't.
Access. We got on a gun thing. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to get a gun.
Whatever.
Yeah, but it just made it look.
Because pit
bulls are kind of like guns, and I'm not saying
it's like
I'm not pit bull.
I'm not anti-gun. I'm not anti-pit bull, but I am anti a lot of the dumb people I know. That's what it is. Yeah. It's like I'm worried about the people I know. I'm not worried about the people who know what they're doing, which is usually the people who are.
Always have those freaking pit bulls. They're like some meth head on the freaking corner.
Well, that's the problem. Like, right? Like, it's not the breed, it's the person. Well, yeah, but it's always the wrong person who's got it. So, like, but also, hey, you know what? I've seen some good people with pit bulls. I've seen Heather raise some pit bulls. She's good with the animals. Like, sometimes
adorable.
It works. They are so snuggly. Animals? If they love you, they will love you to death. So if you're lonely and you want to rescue, and get one of the ones that's not too traumatized, and man, some of those poor things, they come in so traumatized from those fight pits anyways that it's hard to rehabilitate them to begin with. So it's just tough. It's a tough It's like how half our dogs here's the bottom of pets. The real bottom of pets is half the dogs we have should not exist, and a lot of them exist in pain, and the other ones exist for people to use in negative ways. And it's like, honestly, we shouldn't have most of these dogs, but we already have to live in a world where they're here. So what do we do with them? Yeah. And I guess we choose to cuddle them. We choose to cuddle them and hope we can keep them away from the bad people, right?
How do you feel about ones that are used as like accessories, like the rich people walk around with them as accessories?
I feel like those ones generally have been bred to enjoy that. Like, well, yeah, those little dogs.
I mean, they're enjoying it. There's nothing wrong with it.
All those dogs love the pampering, right? The little princess dogs. Oh, yeah. I want one. I'm gonna carry my little. Next pug I get is gonna be a little baby princess pug. I'm gonna throw her in a little bag.
Backpack one would be cool,
with like a little hole she could stick her head out.
Yeah, like maybe like the baby, like
a baby Bjorn.
Yeah, baby
I've seen
Bjorn.
people put
baby Bjorn.
Baby Bjorn.
Oh, what was this really horrible movie I just watched where the family switched? It was a freaking Christmas movie that just happened where the freaking I think the family switched. Yeah. And one of the kids switched with the baby, switched with the dog, and they're carrying the freaking pug around in the damn. Yeah. It's a horrible movie. Oh, we should have reviewed that.
Yeah.
I think the one with Jennifer Garner in it.
Oh yeah, that is what it was. Ooh, that was not good. Maybe this year we'll review it if we can sit through it again. We sat through Grumpy Cat twice, I swear.
Oh yeah.
I swear that cat was cute. That's the thing that I think
animal movies are. I like animal movies.
I love Air Bud.
Yeah,
I love me an Air Bud. Honestly, I
don't
feel
make you cry.
Yeah,
they're emotional.
Marley and Me.
Yeah.
Finding Nemo. Ratatouille.
Nemo.
Rockadoodle.
Rockadoodle. That. Yeah, I've not watched Rockadoodle, but I've seen it. He's got the cool comb.
He's like Elvis, but a rooster.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm for pets.
I'm for pets too. I think altogether I'm a pet guy.
Yeah.
I'm a pet guy.
Yeah, if they had more, I think.
And if you're allergic, what I said? Get a pet that you're not allergic to. And if you're allergic to all of them, get a digital pet. Robot dog.
It keeps you company. That's cool.
Yeah,
I
think
nice. Maybe I was wrong I was mistaken about the serial killer thing. I think if they had more pets, maybe
they'd have been better because they wouldn't. Because then they wouldn't have killed them.
Maybe
because they would have loved them. Maybe might have taught them emotion. But also, if you're a sociopath, maybe you can never learn emotion. We really truly don't know. We've not been able to truly unlock the mind of the sociopath or the psychopath. This isn't a true crime podcast, but we're all over the place today. We're political. We're true crime. We're talking about dogs. All right, guys. I think I'm for pets. I think Paul's for pets. I think y'all are for pets.
I don't have a pet.
I mean, and I have two.
What about pet rocks?
I love the pet rock. I think it's hilarious.
Yeah, somebody cashed in off of
It's so fucking funny.
Pet rock.
It's such a good bit. Like, I get that, like, now it's overdone, but, like, in a world where the pet rock doesn't exist, the pet rock is an incredible bit. Like, so when it first came out, I can imagine the first people seeing that and being like, that's fucking funny.
I'm gonna feed that.
That's fucking funny. Yeah, that's a good bit. I love it. For the pet rock, I am your snake daddy, your blankety blank princess.
Oh, Matt, before you.
Oh yeah, before we go.
Also, don't forget round about your. Is it the day before or day after your show? Your show is your birthday.
Oh yeah, it's the day before, April 18th.
Day before is your
that's
birthday.
Thursday. Old man.
38.
30. Getting the special in right before the big 4-0.
Oh man,
old boy. I'm not a virgin, internet. I'm not a 40-year-old virgin.
It's okay if you are, Matt.
No, I mean, vacuums count, so I think I'm good.
I don't think they do.
Oh, they don't?
Nope.
Mine does. It has like a little timer on it.
It's got a mouth?
Oh, yeah, it's got multiple mouths.
I don't think it counts if it's... If
I am your snake daddy, your former cheeseburger princess, your shitposter supreme Matt Cack. Alongside me is the light of my life,
Paul, waiting around for my cat to eat my face shields.
And that means we are bottom boys out.